97.9 The Box is the Madd Hatta Morning Show in the studio. Young M.A. is in the building.
Yeah. What up?
She got introduced in a rough way, but we here now. Everything is on and popping. I have to say this. When she walked in, I smelled the fragrance and I said, "What is that?"
Oh yeah.
So what's that all about? Is that your thing?
That's one of them. That's one of the.
See, he's really the guy. So at first I thought it was him, but I was like, nah, bro, he didn't have his stuff on today. So let me.
Wait, what
so
is
for
this
real? Because Mac is all over, when it comes to the scents.
Yeah.
So you didn't smell that?
I smell it, but what is it called?
It's Dior my cologne. She said my sin is her obsession.
Oh.
I said that in Petty Wap. You already know. Yeah.
So that's what you always wear all the time?
I mean, most of the time.
Right now.
Most of the time, but yeah.
That's your favorite?
Yeah, that's one of my favorites, yeah.
So that's, I just, like I said, it was a nice, and I'm like, oh, I like that. That's nice right there.
How was your Thanksgiving, by the way?
My Thanksgiving was brief.
Are you into it, first of all? Because everybody ain't really into celebrating things.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
man, I had to jump out of my diet and finesse, yeah.
What you dieting for?
I don't eat meat. You know what I mean?
Okay,
like yeah. So.
Now, is that because you're vegetarian? You just choose not to eat meat?
Yeah,
Okay,
pescatarian.
okay.
Yeah. So I eat like fish and shit like that.
Now, that's something that you've always been? Is that just something?
Nah.
Why'd you start that?
I be just doing new stuff. I just be wanting to do. It ain't no specific.
So
thing.
there was just one day you woke up like, this is what I'm on right now.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It just be like, just an inner spiritual feeling.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not here to judge. I know this one right here. He's vegetarian. Everybody here eats funny though. So we're all the same way. 1 minute I was vegetarian for like 2 years, then we had to stone it.
And you got it's be like up and down. Man.
Speaking of eating, Jazz, you don't have no questions.
I
that
knew
you
he
want
was
to ask
going to lead this to eating
EMA?
booty. I knew.
Damn, she ain't been here 5 minutes.
We got into the interview. This is my last question.
We 5 minutes in. This is where we going. You got at least warm up.
I ain't even expect that. Damn.
We got to at least be minute 19, 21 and a half.
Young man, the problem with these two guys is they don't believe. Oh, it's something different.
No, talk on, kid.
They don't believe in eating their woman's booty, and I told y'all have to do this.
Yo, the crazy thing is,
Here we go.
First of all, they cap. And secondly, I ain't gonna lie, I had my share of not doing that neither. Like for a long time, I never did it, and I actually, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a newbie. I'm a freshman. I'm a freshman. I just did it last year.
Bro, can we at least talk about the album first before we get to
We're getting into that.
Damn. Okay, you know what? Y'all do y'all, man.
Thankful and stuff.
I'm gonna stick around for the album questions.
Okay, I got to jump in now. Yeah, what made you want to try it?
Valid question.
Public pressure.
It was an accident.
Now we gotta
Wait
hear
a
the story.
minute.
Now we gotta hear the story.
Accident.
I'm just licking around, and then you know what? This ain't all that bad.
I got lost. I had to find my way back.
Man, I'm done.
You know what I mean? You gotta look around, scatter around.
I took a wrong turn here.
Yeah, I took a wrong turn, man. Took a wrong turn.
And that's a part of her story.
Yes, sir. That's part of it. Now we can go into the album. Hello.
We're back on track.
Oh my God! I don't even have no questions no more, man. No, talk about the album. You know what? I didn't realize. I was telling them, this is album number 3, and then Buddy over here this is the first real album right here. I'm like, okay, well, what the other two? They mixtapes. I'm like,
mixtapes, EP. Yeah, but at least you on track. At least you know I had some other projects out, so I support that. But this is the first album, man. It's the debut album, first album I ever released, as a artist, official artist, and this is.
What's different? Come on so hard.
No, but why is this one so different than the other ones? Why is this one? This is gonna be my album.
I don't know, man. I was
out here promoting it. I just saw you promoting
it. You promoted everything else too.
But
but before that, I was underground. I was on the come up, so everything was like mixtape wise. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like I ain't think I had to drop an album as an upcoming artist. You know what I mean? It just wasn't necessary.
You feeling pressure?
So. Did I feel pressure
when I
dropped?
You didn't have to. You felt like you didn't have to do that before.
As an upcoming artist, no, it wasn't pressure. I was just dropping mixtapes for the streets.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I was thinking album was once I get into this industry. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And even though it took me a little time, But at the same time, it was like I was preparing for it. You know what I mean? And that's what it was.
Okay, we're going to jump into the album. So why so long? That is a long time to decide to do an album.
Well, I've
3,
been
4?
decided. It just didn't come into tech like that. You know, at the time I wasn't ready for it. So I didn't want to jump the gun and just say, here, have this. I did give out an EP, but I wasn't even really satisfied with the EP. You know what I mean? It was just something I knew I had to give out at the time because I wasn't releasing no body of work. But that, my fault.
I noticed you got your picture of it too on there.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's love right there.
That's real.
When you got a picture, because that one right there had a picture coming, he got embarrassed.
I just put the picture though.
Oh, why?
Yeah, because I had the picture then.
Pressure? Was it pressure?
How what you mean?
Like she
To
made
let her
you
know
look
that
the
she's
picture?
the one.
Oh no, she wasn't on that type of time. Like you better put my picture. Like I just like that picture that she sent me, and I just wanted to see it every time she called because it was just sexy. So it wasn't like some cuddly lovey-dovey type. Nah, it was just like, damn, that picture fire as hell. I need that on my. I need that.
Okay.
So is this the one? Like you're gonna maybe get married?
Yeah, anybody I'm in a relationship with, I feel like it's the one. It should be. You know what I mean? I don't want to be like, I don't know if this one is. I'm gonna try and see. Nah, that's how I feel about. What?
Okay, since we're talking about that, what type of women do you like?
Type?
Do you have a particular type?
I ain't gonna lie. I notice I do have a preference. Like I do prefer, a brown skinned woman. You know what I mean? I do. You know what I mean? If we had to pick a look, I do prefer a brown skinned woman.
Street, hood.
Street hood. What's the difference between street and hood?
Well, I mean, do they have
Like a hood girl or a bougie girl, maybe?
Look at Jazz. Don't be.
No, I can't. It ain't that I don't want to say I don't like. See, that's a strong word to say. I won't be able to relate with a bougie girl. You understand? Like, it'll be, like, I'm too, like, street, I'm too thorough. I need somebody that I can relate with at times. I don't want us to be on two different sides of the table because you won't understand me. And I need somebody to understand me as much as me wanting to understand them. So
okay, so if you're saying that, then I'm gonna go back to something real quick and we can jump back. So then is Karma Cries real then?
Yes, Karma Cries is definitely real.
That'll go.
See, you going back.
No, but you know why? Because that's one of my favorite tracks.
Yeah.
But here's when I heard it, I'm curious if that was real. The girl that song.
No,
talking.
everything. Listen, first thing.
Because it sounded like too real of a conversation
fake.
Because it fades at the end. I'm like, that sounds like some real.
No, that's really one of my exes at the time. That was actually one of my longest relationships at the time. And yes, that's her real voicemail. That's really her. I put the voicemail that she left me on the mic while I was recording to record those specific parts. The voicemail was real. And
you sound like
everything
you was a
I was
messed up
saying.
person.
And now everything I said in the song was real.
Nice.
I wasn't messed up. I just wasn't.
You said on the song that you was messed up.
I was just doing a lot of things I wasn't supposed to be doing.
You admitting that, hey, just like the Jay. I love when you go. You
had to.
Hey, I was gonna get back to you.
I had to.
I didn't really love them. I was just doing what I was doing.
Exactly.
So you didn't sound like the greatest person.
I was not the greatest.
Okay, so you can admit that.
Definitely can admit that. I admitted on the song.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you did.
I did whole confessions.
And you don't, in your music, you don't mind being. It's hard for rappers a lot of times, especially when they got a hard persona, to show a sensitive side.
Oh yeah, of course.
So I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I really, really do.
Yeah.
And how hard is that for you?
Not at all. It's not hard at all. I just express how I feel. Like music is my outlet. That's how I express what I'm going through. I don't really talk too much about what I'm going through. I don't really sit down and be like, oh, I'm feeling this way. I don't get crazy emotional. Like, I put everything in my music. Right. And that's how I sometimes could reach out to somebody that maybe I'm in a relationship with. I haven't gotten this chance to speak to about my wrongs or whatever. And then they hear the song and have a better understanding sometimes. So that's how I did that all the time, son. Like, I always reached out in a song. Like,
okay, what was the last song you reached out in? Did you reach out on this album, this latest album?
Yeah, but not to someone specifically. This album was more of a overall because it's her story. So, yeah, on this album, it was an overall of, like, multiple exes, you know what I mean? Or, like, what I've been through, ups and downs. Nothing specific. Like, Karma Cries was literally a specific song for her.
Okay.
Yeah. So is there one song on it? Like, if we could only listen to 3 songs on this album, which songs would best describe who you are? Like, I can only listen to 3 songs.
Smooth Criminal.
I like that.
Yeah, hello. No Mercy, the intro,
Cole.
and Sober Thoughts.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it. Because I'm just sitting there. Because that one gives a lot about who you are to me.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, she has to pick this one.
That's
You know,
the truth
I
right
mean,
there.
I was jamming it when it first came out because you're like one of my favorite rappers. Because I like to see. Are you really freestyling? Because some people
No, I do. I like the freestyle. I like the albums, but I do like when you just spit.
freestyle?
I'm being honest with you. I like to hear when you just spit because that's what turned me on to you first. Is the spitting more so than even the records. I'm like, okay, let me see the body of work.
Right.
To appreciate the artist.
Right.
But when you just spit and freestyling, you can just tell like.
Yeah, because when you freestyle, you kind of just like giving it all out there. It's not really where you trying to like construct nothing or the freestyle. You just go with the flow.
Right.
You know what I mean? So. Yeah, but like you meaning like basically like when I do songs in the booth, do I freestyle? Like, do I ever go in the booth without no pen and paper?
Do you?
Yes, I do. I've just started doing that. The crazy thing, I used to always just write.
Right.
Like I was a writer. Like I'm still a writer, but I'm just saying like I never was the type to go in the studio unprepared. Like I always came to the studio with something ready to go.
Right.
Written or whatever the case. And I just started learning probably for the past 2 years how to just like get the vibe of the studio and the feel, because I'm more like a personal person. Like when I write music, I literally be by myself. I could be in my room in my bed just writing. You know what I mean? I don't really feel like going in the studio with other people and stuff really help my creative zone. I just started to, it's a little weird. I've been doing that since I was a kid, so I think that's what I'm just adapted to. And then I started to kind of change my element just to see how I sound, like see if my sound had changed. So I tried to switch it up where I just went in the studio with nothing written, listen to the beat, get a little buzz, smoke, whatever the case, and go in the studio and just think, come off the head. It worked. It worked. It worked plenty of times, yeah. Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah. So I notice a change in like demeanor when I do that, and then from when I write. When I write, it's more construct. When I do that, it's more like boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean?
M.A., you never make a big deal about your sexuality, but other people might. Do you ever feel like you've been, like sometimes, like I look at you just as a rapper, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like other people, though, they try to like, okay, she's doing this for us. She's like the centerpiece, the centerhead, the spokesperson for us. Yeah. I never took it like you, like, I'm gay, but I'm not over here trying to be the leader. I'm not trying to be the leader of your army, so to speak.
Right, you're absolutely right. That's exactly what I don't do. You know what I mean? I don't feel like I need to. It's obvious. You know what I mean? Like, it's like trying to tell them people you're a man. Like,
right.
I'm a man. You know?
The funny thing about him is,
I'm glad you
That's a bad example, man. That is a bad example.
Great segue. Come on, man. We just entertainers, bro. You know we just entertainers, bro.
I love this show.
I had a feeling y'all was going to do that. That's why I was like, damn, I think this is the wrong example.
I'm sorry, man.
Yo, that's like trying to say this Jolly Rancher ain't a Jolly Rancher.
I'm glad you did it the other way. You did me that alley-oop. I appreciate that alley-oop.
Oh, my God,
I'm sorry. Go on with the serious question. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Yeah, long story short, it's like I don't have to keep,
ringing that bell.
You know what I mean? I talk my talk. I speak on what I do with the women. Like a man would talk about what he do with a woman, or a woman talk about what she do with a man. That's just me. What I do with a woman, I do with a woman. And I speak about that. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I'm this, I'm that all damn day, because it's evident. It's obvious. You know what I mean? So I just enjoy the music. I want people to just respect me as an artist, because that's what I do. I'm an artist. I write music. I make music. I enjoy music. And that's what it is. I'm not here for the labels. You know what I mean? I didn't come on in this industry to be labeled as something. I just wanted to be the dopest.
Were you surprised when it really started to take off for you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was like this is like what I've been working hard for so long, bro. Like I've been doing this since a kid, man. Like I already knew I knew I was gonna be famous. I already knew I was gonna be a big artist. Yeah, I already knew since a kid. I said I wasn't gonna do nothing else. I said I wasn't going to college. Not to say college ain't good. If you go to college, focus. I just was straight. I was tunnel vision. I knew that's what I wanted to do. I didn't want to do nothing else but make music and be an artist. And
when did you know it was popping for you? Like when you know we on point now?
Well, I knew something was ticking when I went viral the first time on Facebook from a freestyle, the Chirac freestyle I had did. And that's when I got a little dose of fame, like a little taste of fame where I was being talked about numerous times. I wound up getting called on the news. Radio stations was wanting me to come up and talk and like wanted to know, everybody wanted to know who I was. My views was getting crazy views and the millions and stuff. So I'm like, like it's coming. So now once I got that attention pulled in, it was like, now I was hearing, you need a record though. Like, you know what I mean? Like the freestyle wave started to fade. It was like she viral now, boom. But who is she? Like we need a record from her. We need someone we can play in the clubs. I was hearing that a lot. You know what I mean? Then I wound up signing into a marketing distribution deal. You know what I mean? To kind of like get my ish up there. And boom, that's when I came with a record.
Hey man, you still kind of signed to yourself though, aren't you?
No, I am signed to myself.
So okay, because I was trying to figure out. I'm like, I don't remember her signing no deal with no record company.
Yeah, no record labels.
So, all right. So here, most people are trying to understand how are you able to do this, because they don't. Everyone believes that you have to sign to one of the major labels to make things happen. But you're proving that if you got skills, you got talent,
right?
You know, you can still make it happen.
Right.
Why? And while I'm asking you that, why haven't you not signed a deal? Because I know people still coming to you saying, because they looking at your numbers, they know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So why haven't you not signed a deal? Because the brand is just so good.
It's just more so like, I guess more like a control thing, and what I'm kind of immune to at this point. I've been doing it this way for so long, and it's like kind of like, almost feel like, am I going to jump out the window if I sign to a label? Like, would I be able to get certain people on the phone like I can now? Like, literally, like, my team is literally my team. Not to say I would lose them if I signed to a regular label, but the power would be in their hands as well. And I'm used to the power being over here. You know what I mean? Everything runs through me, no matter what it is.
Hard to give up.
Yeah, you know, and it's more so that it's like I'm a risk taker, but at this point, it's like, is it worth the risk? You know what I mean? If I'm doing well right now, is it worth the risk? You know what I mean? Is it necessary that do I have to do it? Is it for like the quickness, the speedness, the more power, the machine, or do you just want to keep it at the pace you got it and just constantly keep collecting the way you are?
Are you, if somebody came to you, would you at least?
Oh, they all coming to me.
Like, they still
coming to me, and they still coming to me, like literally, and it's like,
because I literally look at you as a major, and while we're here talking, I'm like, I don't think she has a major label deal.
No. And that's why they still trying to come, because they trying to get like, they like, yo, she's like, you know what I mean? Like, we want parts of that. Like, she's out here streaming, like she's getting numbers, she's selling records.
How'd you learn to do all this? This is not an easy game. This is not an easy game. It's cutthroat. It's not nice. You know that now. You've been in it long enough to know that it is not nice.
Yeah.
So how were you able to teach yourself how to do all these things?
Well, you know, you go through ups and downs. Like, it ain't never was a smooth ride. Like, I had to literally go through, notice a few things with people I had around me at the time. You know, if we say like a couple years ago, if you notice, like, I don't even have the same team with me.
I was getting ready to bring that up.
What team you got? I literally went to the door and I thought
your team is just you and somebody else. What up, bro?
And so I'm looking for 15 to 20 people. I was like, man.
But you always talk about that, how. And I was going to ask you about that, too. I mean, we asking you all these questions. People are going to be mad at me because they're like, you ain't let her finish answering the question. But I don't want to forget, and I know I might forget. But, yeah, you scaled down your team.
Yeah.
What's been happening, or what did you see where you had to go, this person ain't really for me? And I can see that now. Because everybody, when you first get on, everybody's right. The whole neighborhood got a
gang there.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was more so the person, like, I'm loyal to the T. So before I cut you off, I observe you. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm not always hands-on. Definitely when I first came into this industry, I'm like, management and everything was handling mostly everything. So I wasn't always hands-on. I'm in the phase of fame. Like, I'm literally talked about everywhere. I'm doing 100 shows. Like, so I'm not really focused on what's going on behind closed doors as any artist. You know what I mean? Until, you know, you have to get to a point where it start to slow down, and now you paying attention and you start to notice things. You know what I mean? And that's more so what it was. And I kind of like had to like fall back and observe a few things and take notice, because I wasn't seeing that at first, because I was so blinded by the what was going on and all that like that. So once I got to that point, I started to notice certain things was not right in my circle. And it wasn't nothing crazy like that I know of. I just knew something wasn't right, so I observed. And I just got to a point where it was just like, yo, if we ain't rocking this way, then it can't be rocking no more. And I let it go.
How hard was that? Because sometimes it's family, it's friends. Yeah, it's
and it was like family friend type thing. It was only hard in the sense of because this is somebody I've been was already rocking with. So you used to it. You used to the routine. It's like you already know what he gonna do. He already know what I'm gonna do. So now you gotta like try to find somebody else to come handle everything now and retrust somebody and stuff like that. So it wasn't hard. Once I already locked in, like I'm observing you and see how you move, and I knew it wasn't for me. Is you out of here, and I leave you alone for good. It don't bother me no more. But I'm serious. Like it don't even bother me because at the end of the day, like I got to do what I got to do for me. Now, this young gentleman right here, this is my brother. I've been knowing him for like 4 to 5 years now. He was always around, but he never had that position. So, throughout the whole time, he's learning, he's understanding. And what really made me bring him into this position of role managing is because he's disciplined. He's been in the Army. So, like, certain things I observe, I pay attention to. I got a lot of bros, but certain people are for certain positions. So I paid attention to him more because he's more the responsible one. He's more the disciplined one. So he knows, and he knows how to speak to people. He's a people person. So I knew, and I know he wouldn't do no F-boy shit. You know what I mean?
Very important.
So, I brought him along, and he loyal as hell, and that's how we've been rocking for the past 2 years, like that. So that's my whole setup. I got more team, but they more behind closed doors. He rock with me. I got my DJ. I don't bring 100 dudes with me if it ain't necessary.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like this right here, me coming with 100 for what?
But we have seen it. I've been working a long time.
Trust.
That's why he walked in, he's like, hey, I think that's her. I ain't sure because there's nobody else.
The only other person that ever did that was Kendrick Lamar. He came up here by himself.
Yeah.
And like,
this at the peak of his popularity.
He was at the top.
6 o'clock in the morning. Like, who's that sitting over there?
Early too.
But that's y'all gotta understand. Like it might
them
seem
the ones that
weird.
make it. That's how you know those are the special. We know. Oh, she's special. You can tell because they don't need all the.
Yeah, they don't need them neither. It's just, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, is I don't know why people feel like they have to do it. I don't understand it, you know what I mean? I done had 100 dudes with me too, like at my New York show just the other day.
Well, that's home.
That's family,
yeah,
you know what I mean? That's home.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. But when we come into, quick little run through, I don't need 100 dudes. For what? 9 times out of 10, I'm paying for everything. I don't know.
You got that? You understand?
No, it's
That's
not
too
9
much.
times out of 10. That's
It's
10 times out of 10.
Exactly.
You know how the
10 times out
game
of 10,
goes.
That's a fact.
They don't even want to put up no money. Like, damn, you the
Word
rich
up.
one.
Yeah.
Why are we paying?
And that's how you got to maneuver.
We so off the record right now. I'm sorry. Her story is about Young and May. The album,
But no,
the
that
official,
wasn't really off record because if you want to get into it, that's all that goes into the album. If you talk
everything,
about cutting off
everything
the
we talking about, true, true.
setting to get a new team and all that, I speak about that on the album as well. You know what I mean? So because it seemed like your life, you so comfortable now. It seemed like your life is an open book. You don't mind talking about anything, past relationship, current relationship, who you are, what you stand for. Right.
Is there anything that you ever like, I'm not touching this, I don't want to be near that? It just seems like you're an open book, I guess is what I'm saying. Even with your relationship, like I saw your phone ring, you're like, yeah, that's my one.
Yeah.
There's no secret.
That's what it is.
That's my girl. So
that's my girl. I mean, like, if it ain't nothing that's like benefiting my life, or I feel like ain't necessary or just toxic, no, I don't want to talk about it. You know what I mean? Like, if it's something I heard all the time, I don't want to talk about it.
Like, I'll give you a great case example, and I know this is bringing up old shit, but still, the Kodak Black thing, when he made the little remark, you like, bruh, who cares? And you was kind of clear, like, all of y'all making this way bigger than what I'm making.
When I'm making it,
so
right.
if this is about me, maybe what everybody else need to do is take 10 steps back,
right,
and let it go. Because I'm already done. I'm over this, and I've moved on.
And it's more so because a lot of people, when something got my name in something, people know I'm not really like a person that gets involved in any little situation. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a dramaful person. So anything with my name attached, and if I speak one word on it, people gonna blow it out of proportion because it's like, oh, like Young and May got issues. Like, they want that because I don't have that. I'm not problematic. You know what I mean? I stay in my zone. I mind my business. So if something gets out there concerning me is like they want to blow it up because nobody gets that. So it'd be like one of the first blogs want to be on it first, like
waiting for you to respond.
Waiting for me to respond. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I noticed that. So a lot of times it's like now. Before it was like weird, but at this point it's like use that to your advantage now. It's like as soon as that get out there, drop a song, put out a video. You know what I mean? Get them views, get them streams up real quick because that's kind of what the internet is. So I be using stuff to my advantage. I don't let nothing affect me. It's a bunch of foolery out here now. And it is, you gotta play their game. That's it.
So how's your mama doing? She loving the success?
Yes, sir.
Did your brother have any kids?
Yeah, fortunately he had. Well, fortunately, but unfortunately, rest in peace, he didn't get to meet none of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you stepped in and take care of them?
Yeah. I got to go to my niece and my nephew birthday party this month. Their birthday is this month. So, yeah.
And since you brought up her mom, I know you and your mom got an organization where y'all do some stuff.
Yeah, Queens Foundation, man. We just did the turkey drive in Brooklyn. A lot of stuff we do is in Brooklyn first. We kind of just want to tap into Brooklyn. Tap home first. We did some also last year, 2018, where that was the first release of Queens Foundation, where we was also in Brooklyn, and we did a Mother's Day give back to the community as well. And we also did a back to school drive. We kind of like just trying to like slowly build from there, but we just looking for like people to kind of like help out a little bit, because it's independent. Everything is
you
from me. You know what I mean? It's out of my money, out of my budget. It ain't no scam or none of that. Like a lot of people be out here doing foundations for other reasons, bro, and we out here really trying to get back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I ain't never knew that until I got into this situation, and a lot of people would tell me like it is that, and I'm like, damn, that's crazy. I don't want nobody looking at me like that's what type of time I'm on, because I don't like this is like, damn, I'm spitting on y'all shit.
No, you good.
But this is like from
spit on it every day.
Pause.
Okay.
Pause. All right.
I ain't lying about nothing I said.
He's just telling the truth.
I'm just telling the
truth.
truth.
He gets mad, but it's true.
It's love, though. Y'all know it's love. This
Look
my
at him.
brother. That's my brother.
He cut in his eyes.
Yeah, like I'm chilling.
Like,
Go
okay.
on, finish, man. Go on, finish.
But anyway, you know what I mean? Anyway. Now, this is some real personal to this foundation. My brother passed away 10 years ago. So, this from this year. And it's just our way of like giving back and getting understanding from people that just been through the same situations or less fortunate, you know what I mean? And I have this platform to be able to, take care of those type of things. So
you don't have to do that. What makes you want to do it? A lot of, because oftentimes people, you start making money, you start doing your thing, you start living your dream. Mm-hmm. You don't have to give back nothing. You work hard. You made the sacrifices to get to where you are. So why is it important to you to even do that?
I feel like when I got into this industry, man, I didn't realize how much my impact was. I just came and wanted to be an artist, you know what I mean, wanted to be a star, whatever, like any other, youngin' coming up. But I realized how much people told me how much I inspired them. I done seen people cry, and I realized how much my platform really affects people. It ain't just about the music. It's really my presence and just my confidence and just me being how I am, my demeanor in a sense where I'm just on some like, hey, this is me, regardless of what the world think. And a lot of people say that inspires them. You know what I mean? It makes them want to be who they want to be or do what they want to do. And my mom, my mom is like my big inspiration, man. She my everything, and she's been through so much. And it's like, I'm talking about like my mom is like a superwoman, bro. And this was something that she needed to do as well, as far as like just the relief, some of that pain, you know what I mean, to kind of get understanding on other ends of other moms that's going through the same situation. You need that sometimes. So, she started the foundation. We connected, you know what I mean, and she's the, head in charge. I'm just the face of it, but at the same time, it's like a collab, you know what I mean, and it's something we just gonna continue to do for forever.
How crazy you said that, you touch people in a way and you don't know that you're touching people, and you sometimes you see your fans and they start to cry. The first time when that kind of stuff happens, how overwhelming is that? Like, this person is crying because they sitting here talking to me. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, it just happened at the show, like doing the meet and greets. You know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know, because I never did that for nobody where I see somebody be like, yo, I'm about to cry. So I don't know how they feel. It's just me. I'm just like wow, like I'm like, I remember, like I feel like every day I'm just normal. Like I see myself every day. I watch TV. I eat food like a normal person.
Somebody else.
But you got somebody out there, right? You got somebody out there that's literally going crazy when they see you. Like, it's like they look at you so different than you may look at yourself. Like, I know I'm a star. Like, don't get me wrong. I have a lot of self-confidence.
Let me bring that back around.
I have a lot of self-confidence, understood, but at the same time, you know what I mean, it's like I'm still humble. You know what I mean? You know, it's just crazy to me. Like, I don't know.
Is there anybody that you would get geeked over? Artist or any type of person?
I done got geeked over, like, when I seen Jay-Z. Not like crying or nothing. It was just like, wow.
So have you met
so-
her queen?
Have you met Beyonce?
No, that's the crazy thing. I was tight. I didn't get to meet Beyonce. Yeah, man. I literally opened up for like 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago, and didn't get to meet her. But that's when I seen Jay-Z. He was there.
What'd he say? What up, you man?
He just, he was calm. He was just like, yo, I see you, man. He was calm.
like
You know,
him
he
too.
chill.
That's
He
his
chill.
thing.
He chill. He mad chill. Queen Latifah. When I saw Queen Latifah, I was like, wow. You know what I mean? Like, that's Queen Latifah, bro. Like, the goon, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's just to name a few. Yeah.
So I also saw that you directed an adult film.
Yeah.
How did that even come about?
This one right
What the
here.
heck? This is
Shout out to Pornhub
I didn't know you were
This is
into
the nasty
film
one of the
or
show
anything
right
like
here.
that.
But it's a
So-
fair question. It's a fair
No,
question.
I'm actually not into adult film. I wasn't never a porn watcher. You know what I mean?
Are you now?
No, still not. Still not.
Sorry, Jazz.
Shut up.
Yeah. It's not. I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's just I'd rather be with my woman. You know what I mean? Like, I can't really get entertained.
Y'all never
by-
try to watch it together?
Nope. She don't even be like, yo, babe, let's watch porn. So if she ain't doing it, I'm definitely not gonna do it. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna be the one trying to initiate it. But I actually enjoyed directing it though. It was actually dope. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay, so if you never watched porn, how do you know what to tell them what to do?
Yeah.
'Cause it's sex.
directing.
with a camera.
J-Mac would not know about.
It's sex with a camera, and it's women. It was an old woman. You know what I mean? It was an old
But
woman thing.
still, how do you tell somebody, okay, this is what I need you to do? Or you just
Oh,
saying,
she
this is
working
what
out her
I
memory
well,
or
experience.
this is what
honestly-
I would like.
Well-
If I was doing it, this is what I imagined it would be.
Well, they kind of already have, Pornhub already kind of had the setup in place. It was just more so like giving my initial feedback, certain looks, you know what I mean, making it feel real because, a lot of times when, you do like, when I'm on, you do like y'all be down here doing Pornhub.
Yeah, he knew over there. Right there.
But I'm saying, if you watch a porn and they got like, I guess the little storyline, it look a little funny. You know what I mean? It's like a little weird.
Oh,
It's
you
like,
made it more.
I had to try to make it more, yeah.
Don't talk to him.
Wasn't the theme like
he don't know nothing about
surprises?
that.
Yeah,
or
it was a
something, though?
surprise. It was a girlfriend was surprising her for her birthday. She
How
sent
you
her
know
to
the
this
whole thing?
I
house.
just looked it up.
Yeah, she sent it to her house.
Yeah, you lying.
And it was like each room or something. I don't know.
Yeah, each room.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah. So it was like a little cool, little setup, little dope thing. But when when I do another one, I want it to be a little.
Oh, you gonna do it again?
Of course,
Look at Jazz. That's what she's trying to do.
of
New
course.
career, who this?
Why? I'm just curious. Why would you want to do it again? You enjoyed the experience?
I enjoyed the experience. It's something different. I always like to do new things, new bags.
Oh, the TV show.
Mr. Robot.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I was into Mr. Robot, and then the killings started getting real crazy about 2.5 seasons ago. And then homie was like, MA is in the Robot show. I'm like,
Yeah.
I ain't seen that season then. So
Yeah,
that must be one of the
new one. This the one that
Last
just.
season?
Yeah,
So
this the
what
last
character
season.
are you playing?
My penis name.
For those that never seen this, explain what this TV show is about.
Well, the crazy thing is, I didn't know nothing about Mr. Robot before I got on
What?
Mr. Robot. Nothing about it.
So
I had to literally do. I still ain't really do my research on it. The crazy thing is, like, word up.
Wow.
Now I have understanding after I done did the show. You know what I mean, and look back on a few things. But literally, that's what I said. I even put it on my Twitter. Like, I went to the show blindfolded. I didn't know nothing. I didn't know none of the characters.
It's a good show.
Yeah,
It's
I know
crazy.
now. Yeah, absolutely.
It's crazy. It's
So
way
literally,
crazy. That's why I asked you to explain it, because I couldn't.
yeah, it's like one of those shows. I guess it's a lot of hacking going on. It's really deep. Like, you gotta really have a wise mind to understand this show because it's really digging deep. And Sam and Smell, right? That's the name. Yeah, he's like so. Yo, he's first of all, he's so
Computer
humble.
crazy.
He's so cool.
In real life?
Yes.
He look
What?
like
That's
he
the
white.
homie. He
Actors like him,
dapping
I
him up
always
every
think
time I
that
see
they
him.
way crazy because
Yeah,
the
he's
characters that they play are so out there.
He's so like different. You know what I mean? He thinks outside the box. If you notice certain things, certain camera setups, certain things that's being said. One episode, it was nothing said. The whole episode, it was just like movement and action, and then like in the beginning, it said you don't have to say nothing, and then through the whole show, nobody's talking. It's just a bunch of action going on. Then at the very end, you hear Vera say, "It's time to talk," and the show ends. It's like that's how deep. That's how deep he get into
Matt,
it.
you never seen this show? It's okay. I'm gonna try to explain it in like less than 30 seconds. It's like Big Brother. I can't. It's like
if you can explain it, it's not deep because you can't explain it. You got to literally watch it to understand it.
Right.
Okay, who's your character then?
I'm Peanuts. Peanuts is my character. My stamp is called the Lady in the Red Jacket, Lady in the Red Coat, or something like that. So like if you watch the last season, I think my first premiere is episode 5, and if you notice, anytime you see that red coat or you see me, something's about to happen, literally, and then it gets into like it gets.
Now I got to go back.
Yeah.
Work myself up because I don't want to just go.
You got to see the last. It's the last. Yeah, it's the last.
So how they get you to do it?
The bag.
Besides the bag,
you know, we had a few connections or whatever the case, and it was pitched or whatever, and we made it happen. And I went in there and did the best I could do.
And
you've never acted before?
No, never acted. Never acted.
Wow.
After being on the show and because it's about Big Brother and technology, are you more paranoid about using social media?
Yeah, Cooper, explain it because I know you can explain it.
And
Cooper.
like all that because everyone's listening.
No,
like,
they listen. Explain the
Is
show
it like
and then
Black
answer the
Mirror?
question.
Is
I've
it
always
similar
been
to Black
paranoid
Mirror?
though.
No, Cooper, please.
So I guess
Do the
it's a
best you
show
can.
about Big Brother technology really watching you and controlling your lives, and how a small segment of people are trying to take that control back out of the
There you
hands
go.
of these
There you go.
big
That's it.
corporations.
That's
Right.
So that's what
Basically
So old buddy, that's what he's trying to do. So
Right,
he's
right.
trying to collapse Big Brother.
Right.
Right.
There we go.
So
All right, thank you.
have you changed like your internet habits and everything because of all this, or?
Nah, not really. First of all, I don't even really like social media like that. So if I'm on it because I'm bored. But 9 times out of 10, I'm not a crazy need to be on my phone. The new phone just came out. I still got my old one. I got a whole new one at the crib that I didn't open up.
Wow.
Nothing.
Do you run your own social media, like your own Twitter and Instagram and all that?
Yeah, I wasn't running my Twitter for a long time. I just started running my Twitter this year. So I've been active because I noticed Twitter is really, of course it's a big community, but I didn't realize how much it spreads. A post can spread. So more than Instagram. Instagram is more at that time, that's what it is, and unless something went viral. But Twitter is literally a big community. So once I found that, I was like, oh yeah, I'm about to be on Twitter more because Instagram is
You doing the TikTok or any of that stuff?
Yeah, TikTok. Okay. TikTok. I just got on TikTok. That's real fresh. TikTok. Yeah.
Any favorites when it comes to the social media? You don't care.
Do you still Snapchat?
Nah, I don't Snapchat. I ain't Snapchatting mad long.
That's dead.
Yeah, unfortunate. Yeah, I used to love Snapchat better than Instagram, and then they changed the thing up, and it just threw me off, and I was done.
Do you like that Instagram took away some people's likes?
No, because it took away mine. ASAP.
Oh, it did?
Yeah,
So
I'm
did you lose
wow.
some money? Did you lose some money?
Did I lose money?
Yeah, because some people use their Instagram to get
Nicki
money.
Minaj was talking about,
advertisement
yeah.
and stuff like that, or put people's ads up.
Oh, I don't.
Not yet, huh?
I lost no money yet. But, yeah, they took away my likes. It says now on it. I don't know. They came. I'm like, damn, y'all came to me quick. I went to everybody else. I'm like, yo, y'all likes going there? Like, nah, my shit's still there.
Yeah, my likes are still there too.
Yeah, everybody likes still there except mine. I'm tight. Yo, because it looks so weird. I understand it. I'm not against it, but the fact of the matter, if you're gonna take away the likes, just take away the whole thing. Don't put it says one person name and then it says and others.
Yeah.
And then when you click it, it'd be like, you only can see your likes. You can't see this person likes. I'm like, don't even show me nothing now. I don't even care about they post no more. Come on, man. Yeah, so I'm really kind of falling back from Instagram.
Can you cook?
Yeah, I can cook.
What's some of your dishes?
I'm the best cook in the world.
What?
Word up.
What's
I'm
your
about to have my
Those
own
MCs
cooking show
always
on
seem like they
YouTube
can
too.
cook.
I might have a YouTube cooking show.
Oh, for real?
Yep.
What else you working on besides the music? Because I know that's the life right there.
Well, we talked about directing, porn still, getting into acting, music, of course. That's initiated. Executive producing. I got 2 artists under me. I got something else coming. I can't announce it yet until next year, so I can't speak on that.
Do you have any other acting roles coming up?
Yeah, I actually just did something else, which will be on, I believe, is it Netflix or something? I can't remember. Yeah, and then coming to the new year, yeah, we got more stuff. I can't really speak on a lot of stuff because it's like, you know, it's like, yeah.
Have you seen the new movie Queen
and Slim? Nah, I didn't see it. I'm actually going to see it today with my girlfriend. I got to go to Atlanta, so.
Oh, speaking of movies, you know, I saw a lot of people were talking about this on Twitter because Issa Rae is doing a remix of Set It Off. So would you be down to play?
Yeah, I say this in almost every interview, and if they don't, I still haven't heard nothing yet. Or did you hear something? No, we ain't heard nothing.
Oh, you actively pursuing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to pursue it. Like, who else they gonna have? I'm saying, like, everybody's saying they want Young and May on it. Like,
Issa, we waiting.
Yeah, we waiting. Come on, man.
So, wow, that's pretty bold.
Which character would you want, or which role you want?
All right, that's it.
Hey, Young and May, I appreciate you guys. I showed you.
We're
gonna talk.
See?
Man, we thought we was gonna freestyle.
Freestyle? Yeah, y'all really tweeting. I'm about to tell them what y'all did to this.
Now tell them your social media so they can follow you.
Young and May, man. Follow me, Young and May. You already know.
Before you go.
Of course.